We were been seeing bilinear transformations. We did only one problem in that which had 1 0 in it. Okay, you can just take down one more problem. Find bilinear transformation. Find bilinear transformation which maps the points. Find bilinear transformation which maps the points. Z1 is equals to -1. Z2 is equals to 0. Z3 is equals to 1. Into the points, W1 equal to 0. W2 equal to I. W3 equal to 3I. W3 equal to 3I respectively. Find the bilinear transformation which map the points. Z1 is equals to -1, Z2 is equals to 0, W3 equal to 1. Into the points, W1 equal to 0, W2 equal to I, W3 equal to 3I respectively. So what do you know? The bilinear transformation bilinear transformation is given by, what is the formula I gave? W minus W1 into W2 minus W3 divided by W1 minus W2 into W3 minus W is equals to Z minus Z1 into Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z1 minus Z2 into Z3 minus Z. Okay, Z3 minus Z. Now we will substitute the points. What are the points? W minus, what is your W1? W1 is 0. W2, what W2 is I, W3 is minus 3I divided by W1 minus W2. So W1 is 0 minus W2 into W3 minus W. And similarly, this side, Z minus Z1. So Z minus of minus, this will become +1. Z2 minus Z3. So Z2 is 0, Z3 is -1 divided by Z1 minus Z2. So Z1 minus Z2 into Z3 minus Z. Z3 minus Z. So when you simplify this, you'll get W into I minus 3I. So this will become minus 2I into minus 2I divided by here minus I into 3I minus W. So we'll get minus I into 3I minus W. So I and I minus sign will be getting cancelled on the left hand side. Right hand side you have Z plus 1 into -1 divided by -1 into 1 minus Z. So -1 will be getting cancelled. So you got W is equals to 3I minus W is equals to Z plus 1 divided by 1 minus Z2. So what is your bilinear transformation? Your bilinear transformation is that you have to bring all W is equals to AZ plus B divided by CZ plus C form. So you can just cross multiply this. When you cross multiply this, you'll get W minus WZ is equals to 3IZ minus
2W.
cross multiply, right?
No. In the second step, it's
This is
2 into
1
W.
minus Z.
Next to W, ma'am.
Second step. Here you're saying?
No, before that, you cancelled the 2 also by mistake.
Oh, 2 is there. Sorry. Fine. So you'll get, yeah. 2W to Z, correct? Yeah, minus 2WZ.
Yes.
2W minus 2WZ, 3IZ minus W. Yes, minus W. What I was talking about, 3IZ minus W. The other part will be plus 3I minus W. Plus 3I minus W. Now bring all the W's to one side, all the this one to the other side. Before that, you have 2W minus 2WZ is equals to 3IZ minus 2W plus 3I. So minus 2W, sorry. Okay. So when you bring the minus 2W to this side, you will get 4W minus 2WZ is equals to 3IZ plus 3I. So in the right hand side, you can take 2W outside. So if you take 2W outside, you will get what you will get? 2W outside. If you take, it will get 2 minus Z. Yes, it will be 2 minus Z. Here, right hand side, you will have 3I. You can take outside, you'll get Z plus 1. Okay. Now 2W is equals to 3I into Z plus 1 divided by 2 minus Z. So W is equals to 3I into Z plus 1 divided by 4 minus 4Z. 4 minus 4 is it? Is it clear?
Can you once again go on the previous page?
Somewhere I've made mistake, I guess.
4 minus
Ma'am,
2z.
it's WZ, the term after 3IZ.
This one, ma?
Yes, ma'am. Other one, the above step. Yes, ma'am. This one.
One should
Wait a minute, yeah. Let me do it again. I think I have made somewhere mistake. Instead of retaining it, I'll do it again. So till here it is correct. Okay. So I got
Yes,
2W minus 3IW. Yeah. Z plus 1 into 1. Yes. Minus Z. Now if I cross multiply this, I'll get 2W minus 2WZ. Just this cross multiplying. When I multiply this, I'll get is equals to 3I minus W into Z plus 1. I'll write it off. So from this, I can take 2W outside. I can write it as 1 minus Z. Why did I do all these things? No need. Let it be like that itself. Because I want all the W's to be one side. Okay, 2WZ. In from this, if you multiply, you will get 3IZ. 3IZ minus ZW, correct? Minus ZW. The other term will be plus 3I minus W. Oh, this was a mistake I did. I wrote it as 2, correct? So 3IZ minus ZW and 3I minus W. Now I'll bring all the W's to the other side. So I'll get 2W minus 2WZ plus ZW plus W. Okay, plus W. What I have
Yes.
on the right hand side, I have 3IZ plus 3I alone on the right hand side. Now here also I can combine the terms. I can combine the terms, right? I can combine and write it. It is plus only, no? Yes. So I get, I can take 2W from the first two terms. What will happen if I take 2W from the first two terms? I'll get 1 minus Z. What is the advantage?
you want W
I
at
can
last,
take-
right, ma'am?
I want 1W want to be the other side, all the others to be the other side.
Yeah, you can just add 2W plus W, then you get 3W and minus W. From that, W will be common.
Is same term, right? Correct. So 2W plus W, it's going to be 3W. Yeah. The other term will be minus 2WZ plus W, ZW, right? So it will be minus WZ.
Yes, ma'am.
We forget basics once we grow higher, I guess. 3IZ plus 3I.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Then we have can take W outside. I'll get 3 minus Z into 3I. 3I also I can take it outside. I can write it as Z plus 1. So W is equals to 3I into Z plus 1 divided by 3 minus Z. That's all. I cannot do anything more than this. That's all. This is enough. This is your required bilinear transformation. So you saw a few points in this where, see, you had zeros. Here also some zeros were there. The calculation was simple. Next we will see calculation with infinity. Then I'll do calculation with all the 4 points. Okay. Take down, find the bilinear transformation that maps the points. Find the bilinear transformation that maps the points. Z1 equal to infinity, Z2 equal to I, and Z3 is equals to 0. into the points, W1 equal to 0, W2 equal to I, W3 equal to infinity. W3 equal to infinity. Just concentrate. We know that the bilinear transformation is given by, how it is given? W minus W1 into W2 minus W3 divided by W1 minus W2 into W3 minus W is equals to Z minus Z1 into Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z1 minus Z2 into Z3 minus Z. Okay. Now I'll substitute it. Before substituting it, I have the point Z1 as infinity and W3 is infinity. Let me operate on this. So what is infinity in the left side? This side W3 is infinity. So W minus W1, I can take W3 outside. Once I take W3 outside, it is W2 by W3 minus 1. W2 by W3 minus 1 divided by, similarly, I have W1 minus W2. I can take W3 outside. I'll get 1 minus W by W3. 1 minus W by W3. Here on the right hand side, Z1 is infinity. Take Z1 outside. If I take Z1 outside, I'll get Z minus Z1 by minus 1 into Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z1. If I take it outside, I'll get 1 minus Z2 by Z1 into Z3 minus Z. Now listen, when you suppose you are substituting the point W3 equal to infinity, what is anything by infinity, ma?
0, ma'am.
0. So this will become, see, this will become minus 1. This will become 1. W3 and W3 will be getting cancelled. So in the left hand side, I'll be left out with W minus W1 divided by W1 minus W2. Okay, W minus W1, W1 minus W2, W3 and W3 will be getting cancelled. So I'll get minus sign there. Okay, minus sign there. So one minus sign here. In the right hand side, again Z1 and Z1 will be getting cancelled. If I substitute the points, again I'll get one minus sign here, plus sign here. So I'll get minus Z2 minus Z3, minus Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z3 minus Z. Z3 minus Z. Minus and minus, you can cancel it. Now you substitute the points. W minus, what is your W1? W1 is 0. W1 is, W1 is 0 divided by W1 is 0. What is your W2? W2 is I. W2 is I. Similarly, the right hand side, your Z2 value. Okay, what is your Z2 value? Z2 is I. Z2 is I. What is your Z3? Z3 is 0. Divided by 0 minus Z. Now simplify this, you'll get W by minus I is equals to I by minus Z. Minus and minus will be getting cancelled. So you can just cross multiply this. Only take this I to this side. So you'll get W is equals to I square. I square is minus 1. So minus 1 by Z. This is your required transformation. So you can see when the points are zeros and infinity, the calculation is more simple. When the point is 0 alone, it is little harder. And when you have all the 4 are some points rather than 0 or infinity, now you have to do the calculation very slowly and steadily. Okay, we'll do one problem even based on that. Have you all completed? Anyone has any other doubts in this? Simply substituting the points and simplifying it. So when you're simplifying, don't do mistakes small as I did. So do it concentratedly. You will get it. Just your idea should be retain W on the one side, bring all other terms to the other side. That's all. However form you get it, you write. Suppose they ask invariant points, what you should do? Do you remember what is
equal to Z?
Put W equal to Z, cross multiply this, you will get a quadratic equation, simplify it. Whatever the points you get, simply write down. That is your invariant points or fixed points. What are invariant points? The image of the point is itself. The image of the point is itself. Okay. You can just take down. Find the bilinear transformation. Find the bilinear transformation which maps the points. Z1 is equals to 2. Z2 is equals to I. Z3 is equals to minus 2. Z1 is equals to 2. Z2 is equals to I. Z3 is equals to minus 2. And into the points, W1 is equals to 1. W2 is equals to I. W3 is equals to minus 1. Z1 is equals to 2. Z2 is equals to I. Z3 equal to minus 2 minus. Z3 is equals to minus 2. W1 is equals to 1, W2 is equals to I, W3 equal to minus 1. See, all the 4 are some points. There is no 0 and infinities. So bilinear transformation is given by W minus W1 into W2 minus W3 divided by W1 minus W2 into W3 minus W is equals to Z minus Z1 into Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z1 minus Z2 into Z3 minus Z. Now substitute the points. So I'll do it here, the next slide. When I substitute it, W minus, what is my W1 ma? W1 is 1. Okay. Into W2. W2 is I. minus W3. W3 is -1, so minus plus minus, this will become +1. In the denominator, W1 minus W2. So 1 minus I. Then I'll get W3 minus W. So -1 minus W is equals to Z minus Z1. Z1 is -2 and sorry, Z1 is 2. So W Z minus Z1 into Z2 minus minus Z3. So Z2 is I, Z3 is -2. So this will become I plus 2 divided by Z1 minus Z2. Z1 is 2 minus Z2. Z2 is minus I into Z3 minus Z. So -2 minus Z. Just check whether I have substituted all the points correctly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will do simple calculation. I'll retain W alone this side. All the other things I'll bring to the other side. So let me first finish it. W1 minus W minus 1. I can take one minus sign outside. I can write it as 1 plus W. And when I take that minus sign outside, I'll multiply the numerator. So the numerator will become 1 minus W. Okay, the numerator will become 1 minus. Did you understand what I'm saying? I took one minus sign. I multiplied in this term. When I multiply in this term, the minus sign will become 1 minus W and denominator is 1 plus W. Retain on the left hand side. Now bring all the other terms to the right hand side. We have Z minus 2, I plus 2 divided by 2 minus I into -2 minus Z. Okay, write down -2 minus Z itself and cross multiply this. This I minus 1 will become here 1 plus I and this will become 1 minus I. Now multiply it. Now multiply it. We'll get 1 minus W by 1 plus W on the left hand side. Now listen, I'll get Z minus 2 divided by, I can take one minus sign outside. So if I take one minus sign outside, I can write this as Z plus 2. I can write this as Z plus 2. Now I'll multiply this and this term and this term. Okay, when I multiply this term and this term, what are the terms I'll get in the denominator? Get 2 minus I plus 2I. I square is -1, minus of minus, this will become +1. In the numerator, I'll multiply this term and this term. So I'll get 1 minute. I'll get I minus I plus 2, minus I. So minus I square is -1. So this will be 1 minus 2I. Minus 2I. Let me simplify this. I'll get 1 minus W divided by 1 plus W is equals to, I have Z minus 2 minus of Z minus 2 divided by Z plus 2. I have Z minus 2 by Z plus 2. What is in my right hand side? Simplify this. 2 plus 1, this will become 3. 3 minus I. Okay, in the numerator, I'll write 3 minus I divided by, what will be the denominator? Denominator is 3 plus I. Denominator is 3 plus I. Check it out. 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus I. Okay. Now what you do, you can multiply by the conjugate. Okay, you can multiply by the conjugate. 1 minus W by 1 plus W. Okay, you can multiply by the conjugate. You have one minus sign. You can write this as 3 minus I into 3 plus 3 minus I divided by Z plus 2 into 3 plus I into 3 minus I. You understood? I have multiplied both the numerator, denominator, the conjugate 3 minus I. Now simplify this. Minus of Z minus 2 by Z plus 2. Okay, when you multiply this, when you multiply the denominator, you know that it's A square plus B square. So A square is 9, B square is 1. So A square plus B square, this will become 10. Is it clear? This will become 10. The numerator, it is 3 minus I the whole square. So A square minus 2AB. So 2AB is 6I. Okay, 6I plus B square. What is your B square, ma? Correct,
So that will
Kulina?
be -1.
Where, ma?
So you're asking B square, right?
If I multiply, I'll get 9 minus 3I. Then minus 3I. Minus to minus plus. I square is -1. So
Then it will be 10, ma'am. That's right.
what dear?
Ma'am, you are asking about numerator.
It will be 10, na?
Ma'am, below 10 is right, ma'am.
What I've written is right only, na? -3i.
Ma'am, 10 is right, ma'am.
I will minus to minus plus I square -1. So 8 minus 6i. So same thing I'll get. So in the left hand side I have 1 minus w by 1 plus w. The right hand side I have minus of z minus 2. Minus of z minus 2 into 8 minus 3i. 8 minus 3i. Sorry, 8 minus 6i, ma. 8 minus 6i. Sorry, what I have? 8 minus 6i divided by z plus 2 into 10. Divided by z plus 2 into 10. So you can even take this minus sign inside. You can yeah. Or you can read, okay, you can take this minus sign inside 1 minus w by 1 plus w. If I take it, I can write it as 2 minus z. No harm. If you want, you can retain it. You can take it inside also. However you want, you can do just to avoid things. So I have 10. Now I will apply compendo dividendo rule. What is compendo dividendo rule? I have 1 minus w plus 1 plus w divided by 1 minus w minus of 1 plus w on the left hand side. The right hand side I can take commonly 1 by 10 and you can write this as 2 minus z into 8 minus 6i, or still I could have done one more thing. I could have taken 2 commonly outside from this. If I have taken 2 commonly outside, what will happen, ma? This will become 4 minus 3i. Let me reduce it. And this would have become 5. Is it clear? I'll take 2 outside from this. So I'll get 2 minus z into 4 minus 3i. 4 minus 3i. 1, 2 will be outside. That 2 and 10 will get simplified and you will get 5. Divided by, 4 minus 3i plus z plus 2. Plus z plus 2. And similarly, 2 minus z into 4 minus 3i minus of z plus 2. Is it clear? Anyone has any doubts in this? And the left hand side minus w plus w will be getting cancelled. The numerator will become 2. The numerator will become 2. The denominator, I have 1 minus w, 1 minus w, minus 1 minus w. So plus 1 minus 1 will be getting cancelled. I'll get minus 2w. So in the denominator, I'll get minus 2w. Okay. And the right hand side, I have 1 by 5 commonly outside. Then what else I have? I need to simplify this. So once I simplify this, I can write it as 2 minus z into 4. 2 minus z into 4. Then 2 minus z into minus 3i. This 2 minus z into minus 3i. Minus 3i plus z plus 2. Divided by again. When I simplify this, I'll get 2 minus z into 4 minus 2 minus z into 3i. Into 3i minus z minus 2. Minus z minus 2. Now we will simplify it. So this and this will be getting cancelled. Minus 1 by w. You have 1 by 5 outside. Simplify this, ma. 4 plus 2, 8. I get minus 4z. Then here minus 6i minus 2 minus plus z 3iz. 3iz plus z plus 2 divided by the denominator again. I'll get 8 minus 4z minus of 6i minus of 6i minus 2 minus plus 3iz minus z minus 2. Simplify this. We'll get minus 1 by w into minus 1 by 5. Simplify this, ma. So 8 plus 2, this will become 10. Then minus 4z plus 4z will become minus 3z. Minus 3z plus 3iz. I'll write it together so that I can take z outside. I can write this as minus 6i as such, divided by, again, 8 minus 2, this will become 6. Minus 4z minus z will become minus 5z. Then I can write 3iz together. Then what is left out? Minus 6i. Actually, you can leave it like this, or if you want to make it a very perfect form, I mean, not leave it like this. I have to simplify this 1 by w still. So I have minus 1 by w is equals to 1 by 5. When I simplify this, see, listen, I'll combine these two terms. I'll combine these two terms and I'll combine these two terms. Similarly, I'll combine the z terms together and this unknown terms together. When I combine it, so I can take minus 3z outside. If I take minus 3z outside from these two terms, I'll get 1. What will I get, ma? 1 minus I. 1 minus I, correct? Minus 3z I'm taking outside. So if I take here minus 1 by w I have, and then 1 by 5 I have. So I'm taking minus, what did I say? Minus 3z I'm taking. Yes, minus 3z I'm taking. I'll get 1 minus I. 1 minus I. What about the other terms? Other terms, if I take 10 plus 10 minus 6i. So again, from this, if I take 2 outside, what I'll get, ma? What's the use if I take 2 outside? I'll get 3i term. Anything is getting cancelled is fine. If not,
Yes,
no.
ma'am. Denominator, if you take z common,
Let us
then it
check.
will be 5
Denominator, if I take z common, I'll get
5 and 3z, 3i.
minus z I'll take outside. So I'll get 5 minus 3i. Minus z I'll take outside. 5 minus 3i I'll get. And from the other term, if I take 6 outside, 6 minus 6i. 6 I can take outside. I'll get 1 minus I. So listen, I can take both 1 minus I from the numerator and the denominator. So 1 by 5. See, if I take 1 minus I from this, what will happen? I'll get minus 3z plus 10 minus 6i. Sorry, 10 minus 6i by 1 minus I. Is it clear?
Ma'am,
Divided
change
by,
the 10 minus 6i into 5 minus 3i by taking 2 common.
yeah, I can take, but yeah, I will take, no issues. But what's the point here if I take after substituting, I'll take it out. That is better, no? So from the denominator, if I take 1 minus I common, I'll get minus z into 5 minus 3i divided by 1 minus I plus 6. Correct, ma? Just check whether I'm doing it correctly. I'm getting 3z into 10 minus 6i into 1 minus I. And similarly, 5 minus 3i is z. Yes. Then again, I can write this as minus 1 by w equal to 1 by 5 minus 3z. And what about here? If I multiply by the conjugate, I'll multiply by, sorry, why did I write equal here? Yeah, I'll write it plus here. See, if I multiply by the conjugate, I'll get 10 minus 6i into 1 plus I. Okay, divided by a plus b into a minus b. This will become 2. A square plus B square, this will become 2 here. Now again in the denominator, again if I multiply by 1 plus I, I'll get minus Z into 5 minus 3I into 1 plus I. Denominator will get 1, 2 ma. Denominator will get 1, 2. We'll get plus 6. Is it clear? Now simplify this. So I'll get minus 1 by W. Minus 1 by W on the left hand side is equals to 1 by 5 you have. In the right hand side, what I can do is, if I take LCM, I'll get minus 6 Z plus plus 10 plus sorry 10 minus 6I 10 minus 6I, okay, 10 minus 6I into 1 plus I to 1 plus I divided by 2 I will have. Denominator 2 here 1 2 will be getting cancelled. And similarly here also I'll get minus Z into 5 minus 3I. So I'll get minus Z into 5 minus 3I into plus I. 1 plus I, 1 plus I plus 12. You can simplify this, bring this minus sign to this side. So I can write this as 1 by W, I can write it as W. So I'll get 5, okay, 5 into, when I multiply this minus sign to this side, either on the numerator or on the denominator, what will happen? So this will become Z into 5 minus 3I into 1 plus I minus 12 divided by minus 6Z plus 10 plus 6I, sorry, 10 plus 6I into 1 plus I. Anyone has any doubt still here? This you can multiply again. Z into 5 minus 3I, then plus 5I minus 3 into I square. I square is minus 1. So this will become plus 3 minus 12. Okay, divided by, similarly, minus 6Z plus, when you multiply this, you'll get 10 plus 6I plus 10I minus 6. So this will be equal to, W will be equal to, when I simplify this, so I'll get 5 minus 5 plus 2y, sorry, 8 minus 2y, correct? Z into 8 minus 2y, correct? 8 plus 2y, ma. 8 plus 2y, and here minus 12 divided by, what else I have? Minus 6Z plus 4 plus 16 plus 69. 1 5 I missed, outside 1 5 is there. You can just leave it like this. If you want, you can simplify some more. Once you simplify some more, this will become W is equals to 5 into, I think you can take commonly 2 outside. So if you take 2 outside, this will become 5 into 2, 10. So this will become Z into 4 plus I minus 6, okay, divided by, similarly, if you take 2 outside from the denominator, you will get minus 3Z plus 2 plus 8I. So 2 and 2 will be getting cancelled. So we'll get W is equals to 5 into 4Z plus IZ minus 6 divided by minus 3Z plus 2 plus 8I. You can leave it like this. If you more simplify it, you'll get back the form. In case if you want to show it as what is that? CZ plus D, that form, if you want, you can multiply and you can do it. Somewhere I think I have made some mistake. 5z plus 6 I'm getting. 3z plus 2i. Somewhere I have missed one I. Did I do all the calculations correctly?
And it's very long calculation.
What, ma?
And it's a long calculation.
Yes, if you have all the 4 points, it will be a long calculation and it will be a little 10 marks problem. Otherwise, it will be only 5 marks problem. Generally, we have 14 marks problem in a normal examinations, but now you have all the 6 marks questions and 10 marks questions. So you can expect this for a 10 marks questions. So what is our aim is simplify everything in terms of like this, retain W on the one side and bring all the other terms on the other side. Somehow. Actually, you can more simplify this and to make it a perfect form, you can make it.
And we can find the inverse function by bringing it down to W, right?
What, dear?
And we can bring the inverse bilinear transformation also by bringing it down to W. Ma'am.
1 minute, wait.
Ma'am, what form should we consider as a perfect one? Like at this point of time,
This
we
is
can leave
enough.
this question.
You can leave. No issues.
Okay, ma'am.
Again, simplify, you'll get one simple step. Not necessary. Actually, I think somewhere I have missed some I.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Because the book answer and this is not getting matched. Somewhere I have missed one I. Anyways, not necessary that you should always give it in the form of AZ plus B, but retain all W's to one side, bring all Z's to one side, and you can leave it. Just recheck this calculation. I think somewhere I have made a small, surely I've made some small mistake by turning the pages. Just check it out one more time.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, that numerator and denominator, the bracket term should match. That should be 4 plus I, numerator
Where,
and
dear?
denominator. In the final answer.
You're getting 4 plus I. Yeah. 2 if I take 2I if I take commonly outside. I didn't get your point. So I'm getting 4 plus I here, minus 6 here, here minus 3Z. I just took 2 outside. I'm getting 1 plus 4I.
No, ma'am, you were talking some mistake. So I
Ah.
did my own calculation.
Somewhere
In
I
that
did mistake here. Might be somewhere I will also recheck it. Please, you will also recheck it. And we will discuss this about this in the next class. Where I have gone mistake, I'll just tell you. I'm sure I have made small mistakes somewhere. Multiplying something, I made mistake. That's why I'm not getting the perfect answer. Because this board is very small, scrolling back, coming back, it's really, I'm not able to catch up where I'm going. If a normal board is there, I can just do it. Scrolling back, coming back is something I have made mistake, I think. Anyways, you check it again. Okay. So,
Okay, ma'am.
so this is about the bilinear transformation. Next, we are going to see about the images. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about the images. Images we'll see in the next class. 1 or 2 problems is more than enough. So images we will see in the next class. With that, this module will get over. And I want you all to write quiz 1. So you can write it on Friday, coming Friday. And I will give your quiz one as your first and the second module together. Okay, for 10 marks. So whatever you score will be added for the quiz one marks. Is it clear?
Ma'am, all the questions will be MCQs or numericals will be
No,
there.
MCQs, small solvings. Mostly I'll give you MCQs. But anyway, for those MCQs also you need to solve and you have to write the answer. It will be like that. And I will take care of the timings and other things. It will be on the Teams itself. So Friday we have class,
And this
right? Coming Friday.
Quiz one or quiz one?
What dear?
Leaving
And
this
this
coming
is a
Friday,
part
ma'am,
of
can you
quiz
take it on
one,
next week, Monday?
Please, any one speak. Don't two of them. If you speak at a time, I'm not able to catch up.
Ma'am, can you please take the quiz, if you don't mind, on the next Monday, ma'am?
What makes the difference, dear? I take next Monday or this Friday.
Few more time for preparation, that's it.
How much ever time I give,
And
you are
also
going to prepare only in the last moment.
Saturday and Sunday we will get. That's why.
You all want on
and
Monday.
actually we have DS also.
No, what will happen? No, if I more delay, no, you will get so many quizzes again. Okay, I have no objection. You can do it on Monday also.
Thank you.
Monday,
Thanks.
Monday during the class time itself. If there
Excuse
is
me,
any change, if there is any change, I'll inform you by Friday's class. Tell me, ma.
Okay, ma'am.
ma'am, actually, I have to go for my vaccination on Monday, so you can
See,
keep it on.
that is the problem. If I take no individual decisions from everyone, I'll get some or the other reasons. So that's why I don't give chance at all. Everyone will have their personal things. Correct? Only know what I'm saying is. So you can delay one day and take the vaccination, dear. Or prepone one day and take it on Sunday itself. Okay, let us again decide, ma. Right now it is fixed for Monday in the class timing itself. 10 questions, 10 marks.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay,
Yes,
we'll wind up the class here. Just go through this problem. Again, redo this problem. Even I will redo it. Then we will discuss where we have gone wrong. Okay. I'm sure somewhere I've made some small mistake. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I'll just take the attendance and then you can leave.